Big Three Breakdown.
Back to the Big Three Breakdowns. My name is Pulse Metrics,
My name is Nika Mateo.
and this is our first episode of the year 2026. We hope you all had a great holiday. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We took a little holiday break off, but we're back now, and we're better than ever, ready to get you guys some awesome content. Today, we have got a very special one. Today, we will be giving our official 2025-2026 NFL awards. Now that the regular season has officially wrapped up, it's about to get heated. And anything you want to add before we get into it?
Nah, but some of these awards were very, very hard to choose, and I know me and you have a few hot takes coming with the
Oh
winners
yeah.
and the runner-ups.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with Coach of the Year. Just start off with, get the littler ones out of the way.
Okay. So my two runner-ups are Ben Johnson and Mike Vrabel.
I think I got
Hold on. I'm sorry, I said the wrong name. Mike McDonald and Mike Vrabel.
Mike McDonald, Mike Vrabel. I think for me, I'm going to have to go with Mike Vrabel from the Patriots and then Ben Johnson from the Bears, because what Ben Johnson has done, clearly he was the main thing. He was the main stuff going on in Detroit. So he took that offensive genius over to Chicago. Now look at the wonders it's done for Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams now thrown for 3,900 yards, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks. And it's thanks to Ben Johnson's elite play calling.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I had Ben Johnson and Mike McDonald's name both written down at three. I didn't know who to pick. I ended up going with Mike McDonald, and that's only because Mike McDonald is brought this Seahawks team to a first round bye,
After
and
going
I
7
think
and 10 the year prior.
yeah, and I mean Mike Vrabel. That's kind of self-explanatory. He brought that sorry Patriots team from last year into the two seed.
And he's helping a second year quarterback look like an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
But we both have the same winner. It is not Mike Vrabel. It is not Ben Johnson. It is not Mike McDonald. And it is not Kyle Shanahan or whoever else. Because our winner is
Duval.
Duval. Liam Cohen is our Coach of the Year because look at what he has done to this Jaguars team.
Yeah, I mean, going into the season, I thought he was just a joke. I didn't think he was going to be a good head coach. I didn't expect the Jaguars to do anything good. He proved me wrong.
Proved us wrong because my man is looking good. He has led the Jaguars to a top 10 offense as well as a very high up there defense, a very prestige defense. And he has just in general exceeded expectations and has really turned it around for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and that whole entire Jaguars team.
Jaguars team, I thought Travis Etienne's career was over before Liam Cohen came around.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that Jaguars team, I thought they were gonna end up with a top pick, and I really thought they were gonna try and draft a new quarterback.
I thought they were going to be good. I thought they were going to go 9-8 at the beginning of the year. I didn't think that they were going to be this good to where they get the 3 seed and win their division, go 13-4.
Mm-hmm. This is a true Cinderella. There are so many Cinderella stories in this year's playoffs.
Yeah, it honestly makes my brain hurt. But yeah, so there's your Coach of the Year. Now we have your Comeback Player of the Year.
My two runner-ups are Trevor Lawrence and Aiden Hutchinson.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, my two candidates are Dak Prescott and Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
honestly,
Aiden Hutchinson
Trevor
has
Lawrence
to be
will
in
pick.
there. Yeah, I went Trevor Lawrence only because, I mean, Dak might have had better stats, but Trevor Lawrence did make the playoffs. That's kind of
True.
like the whole reason. If the let's say the Jaguars didn't make the playoffs, I would have picked Dak.
Yeah.
Or even
I
if the
mean, because
Jaguars just didn't win the division, I would have picked Dak. But because the Jaguars won the division and Trevor Lawrence really coming back, I had to have him
Yeah.
on the deck.
So I see that you're one of those guys that likes to pick players from coming back from being bad.
Hmm.
You know, not just from being injured. Like, cause like the NFL didn't clearly clarify what it was. Is it coming back from being good, or is it coming back from from an injury?
Yeah.
I value guys that come back from serious injuries more. I don't know how you grade them. I mean, you could grade them on both, but I come back from injuries mainly, and Aiden Hutchinson's definitely a candidate for me because the guy literally had a serious injury. Like, he snapped his leg in half
Yeah.
last season. It was
Hmm.
disgusting. But my comeback player of the year has been undoubtedly
Christian.
CMC.
Yeah, it's undoubtedly CMC. CMC is the soul of that 49ers team. Brought them to the playoffs. Was a key part in that win streak at the end. And they're on fire.
Exactly.
And as an Eagles fan, I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm scared to play these guys. I mean,
Hmm.
because literally, when CMC is having a bad game, the 49ers literally cannot win a game. That's the long and short of it. Whether you're a 49ers fan, whether you like it or not, that's the reality. You guys gotta accept it because CMC has been the number one running back in fantasy in general, and he is literally the comeback player of the year because he was banged up all season, only played 4 games, was going back and forth with injuries, and now he is coming back and he is winning that award.
Yes. But moving on to Defensive Rookie of the Year. My two runners ups.
This
Yeah, this award, I mean,
this award.
it's kind of already given out. There's no really debate. The runner-ups are Nick Emenware and James Pierce Jr.
Yeah, James Pierce Jr. I have the same ones because James Pierce Jr. first year having 10.5 sacks.
Yeah.
I mean, my guy is really shooting up there because I mean, when Jalen Walker, I predicted it to be his teammate Jalen Walker at the beginning of the year, but he
I
didn't
mean, yeah,
lock in enough.
the Falcons had at the time and right as of right now a really really good defensive draft with James Pierce Jr. and Xavier Watts.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
But
Xavier Watts had
but the
four
defense
interceptions.
Xavier Watts had 4 interceptions, but Nick Amenworry, I feel like was just a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that made me think about putting Xavier Watts over Nick Emenwari is the interception count. But really, take out interceptions. I take Nick Emenwari over Xavier Watts in basically anything else.
Yeah, because I mean, technically, a safety's job is interceptions. A safety is not like a cover guy, you know.
Hmm. But I mean,
But our defensive rookie of the year is it's a given. It's
yeah,
Carson Schlesinger. I mean, let me read out some stats. 156 total tackles, 2.5 sacks, rounding up basically 3 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, 3 passes defended, 2 picks, and just insane coverages from here and there. He is everywhere on the field. He's literally is the next Fred Warner.
and keep in mind, this is a rookie that's putting up these
Yeah.
stats.
He's putting up Zach Bond numbers from last year.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this. The Browns made a great draft pick.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not that their first round draft pick, Mason Graham, has been bad this year. It's just Carson Schlesinger has just been on a different level.
Hmm.
And man, it's really sad to see because John Cable at one point in the year was the favorite, heavy favorite.
Yeah, he's the player who I predicted to win it.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can't win them all. Now we have offensive player of the year, offensive rookie of the year. Excuse me.
So offensive rookie of the year was a little bit tricky for me. My
Yeah,
two runner ups were Jackson Dart and Emeka Egbuka.
that's interesting. My two runner-ups are actually I actually went with Travion Henderson and and Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from with Travion Henderson. Travion Henderson had an outstanding year. I just think with that like 5 to 6 week stretch that Egbuka had, you kind of had to have him on here, at least in my opinion.
I feel that, but the guy has had such an egregious second half of the season. It's like he forgot to bring his hands with him to the games. Like he is dropping passes all second half of the season, and that really took a dip. And the offense, honestly, it really makes me sad. Like I'm an Eagles fan, and I hate this. I hate the Giants, but if it weren't for Cam Scadaboo's injury, he would have won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
And
but I mean,
but I feel like we could agree on the winner because the winner of this award, you say it,
it's Tet.
it's Ted
It's
McMillan.
Tedero
No,
McMillan.
no
Yeah,
doubt about it.
there's no questions asked. But I mean,
I mean,
can you
Tedero
could
McMillan.
can you back me up on this and help in that this draft class is very underwhelming?
Well, at least from a quarterback situation,
No, but I
defensively,
mean,
like this
I
court.
could, I mean, like even just counting injuries. Genty, he wasn't injured, but he was a letdown this season. Marion
Yeah,
Hampton, injured. You got Travis Hunter, injured. Cam Ward, Titans, you can't blame him. Mason Graham,
yeah. Tyler
underwhelming.
Shuck.
Tyler,
Tyler
Tyler,
Shuck as uh,
Tyler Stuck has actually been doing pretty solid. Like this
yeah.
draft class, at least in my opinion, has been very underwhelming.
We could agree that Jackson Dart's been the best quarterback out of this draft class so far.
Yeah, Jackson Dart would 100% won this if it wasn't for the time he
These
sat
that last year.
and when he was injured.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, I guess we were so spoiled by the 2024 quarterback draft class, with Bo Nix, Michael Penix,
Hmm.
Daniels, Drake May, and Caleb Williams. I mean, maybe this quarterback draft class is not even that bad, but 2024's was just on a different level.
Yeah, 2024 and 2020 are probably two of the better quarterback draft classes that I can remember.
Yeah, because they produced so many stars.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, Ted McMillan, I mean, 70 receptions on 122 targets, broke 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, only fumbled once. I mean, yeah, with this banged up, like, with the short quarterback, Bryce Young,
Don't
I
disrespect
feel like,
Don't disrespect the short kings like that.
yeah, I know. You're what, like 5'6"?
5'7".
That's the same difference. All right, now we have. I almost forgot about this award. We got Protector of the Year. I had completely forgotten. I feel like we could say we're both thinking it's Penei Sewell.
Yeah, it's Penny Sewell. We can.
I mean, he has been by far the best O lineman. It would have gone to Joe Alt.
Yeah, Joe. Why is like the best offensive lineman this year and last year both get injured?
Like, Lane
Joe
Johnson,
Alt. No,
Joe Alt.
Joe Alt and Will Campbell.
Yeah, Will Campbell, who was also a rookie. Tristan Wirfs was hurt this entire year. Quinn Miners wasn't as good as he was last year.
Rashawn Slater got hurt, right? I don't remember if that's the right tackle I'm thinking of. Yeah, Rashawn Slater, Lane Johnson, Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens.
Lane Johnson and Joe Alt would have been the top two,
Nah, I
but
still don't
it's
think
Penei Sewell.
none of them would be Penny Sewell.
Yeah, Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell's just on a different level this year.
Yeah,
Um,
but
now we have defensive. Now we have defensive player of the year. I mean, and now
this is
before
the
you just skip ahead and say it's Miles Garrett, before you skip ahead and say it's just gonna be Miles Garrett,
it is.
we'll name you our candidates. It's Miles Garrett.
It's
I
Miles
mean,
Garrett, but
what an achievement.
my candidates are Brian Burns and Aiden Hutchinson.
Do you think at the NFL honors, do you think they're gonna give it to him unanimously?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't even feel like
If
I
you
need to
if
name my candidates.
if you break the sack record, you should be a unanimous DPOI.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know who else you could possibly vote for.
You can't vote for anybody else.
Also, but if you're looking for a corner, if you want to do your own personal awards and do cornerback of the year, like DB of the
It's
year,
it's
can I
Quinyon or
interest you
Derek
in
Stingley.
Quinion?
It's Quinyon, Derek
Yeah, like
Stingley,
can
J.C. Horn, and Pat Surtain are the and and Christian Gonzalez are the five best corners in football.
we'll call this award seatbelts of the year.
It's Quinyon.
That it's Quinion Mitchell has allowed a 71 passer rating, which by the metrics you would be the worst starting passer in the league. Has allowed 0 touchdowns. Those are Pat Surtain stats from last season. Yeah, if we're doing like corners, then Quinion would be the best corner in the league this season
Here,
by
here,
far.
here's the only thing about Quinyon. He doesn't get the respect and credit that he deserves because he doesn't get interceptions.
Yeah, because he rubs Vaseline on his hands before games.
hmm Let's say
That's
Quinyon
really
got
the only reason.
let's say Quinyon got 3 interceptions this season. He would be maybe not a top 3 in DPOI voting, but he'd probably be 4 or 5. He might actually be like 3 or 2 because Quinyon Mitchell is the most
100%.
lockdown. Quinyon Mitchell is the most lockdown cornerback in football.
And honestly, if I had to give the award for Philadelphia Eagle of the Year, I think
It's
I would have to
Quinyon.
give it to Quinion Mitchell.
hmm
Quinion has been the best Philadelphia Eagle of the season.
Yeah, but moving on over to offensive player of the year. Who are your runner-ups?
My offensive player of the year runner ups, don't scream. Don't scream into the mic, but it is JSN and Puka Nakua. I think they're two runner ups.
My
All
two
right.
my my
All right.
two
Who are your
runner-ups
two runner ups?
my two runner-ups were JSN and Bijan.
I'm assuming who's your winner? Puka Nakua?
I mean,
Call me crazy.
you're gonna say Bijan, aren't you?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I mean, it's probably going to go to either JSN or Puka, most likely Puka, but if I had to vote, like, if it was up to me, I would vote for Bijan Robinson.
And I think I've been having this debate with a lot of people of JSN or Puka. I think Puka has yes, JSN has more yards, but
But
they have the
that's
same
about
amount
it.
they have the same amount of touchdowns, and Puka Nakua has so much more yards after catch than JSN.
Exactly. Like, I'll read you off the metrics. Yeah, JSN has more yards, but Puka has more receptions, same amount of touchdowns, same amount of big plays, more yards per game, less fumbles, more yards after catch, more first downs. So yeah, I feel like Puka Nakua in general. Oh, and this is all while playing one less game than JSN.
Yeah,
So I have no doubt in my mind if he had played that extra game, then Puka Nakua would have more of almost everything than JSN.
yeah, and when you say Puka Nakua has less yards, it's like razor thin.
Yeah. Like it's 1,793 to 1,715. So it would really take only one game for Puka to pass JSN.
hmm
So yeah, if you were to give it to a receiver, you would give it to Puka. But me personally, I'm giving it to Bijan Robinson. Most scrimmage yards by any running back, and has been the without banged up Drake London is and Kyle Pitts being Kyle Pitts. Bijan Robinson has been their main offense, averaging 5.2 yards a carry, and averaging 5.2 yards a carry. That's more than Christian McCaffrey by a long shot. It's not even remotely close.
hmm
And just having more yards, and again, just in general having more scrimmage yards in general than Christian McCaffrey, and he has just been the more dominant offensive player, and that's why I am giving it to Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, I do think Bijan Robinson had a better season than CMC, but just taking in all just take just accounting in wide receivers, I don't think Bijan had a better season than JSN or Puka.
I can see where you're coming from,
But
but
moving over to MVP, I want to hear yours first because I've had a lot of people tell me I was wrong and tell me a whole bunch of different
MVP.
stuff.
Oh my
Who are your
goodness. We
runner-ups?
have come. It's just funny to me to say like where we have gone from. We've gone from debating Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen to these two.
hmm Well, for one of
My
my
two runner-ups. Yeah, I'll just break it down to sections. Coming in at third place for MVP. Drumroll please. Josh Allen. Josh Allen, I mean, Josh Allen, I feel like, is probably the main reason. Like, you take Josh Allen away from this Buffalo Bills team, and they don't even make the playoffs. Like, Josh Allen is the most valuable quarterback. I just don't know if he had the numbers quite this year.
mhm, I might get some heads turned for my number three. My number three is Miles Garrett.
Brother, let me sit you down in the stupid chair.
Listen, 23 sacks in 17 games. Let that sink in for a second. Beat
Well,
the
it's sunk
all-time.
in.
He beat the there hasn't been. I mean, there's been really. I'm gonna be honest. There's been one quarterback this year that's really impressed me, and that's Stafford. I don't even think May's impressed me a lot. He's still Drake May is
Well,
still my
that's
number two
funny.
receiver, my number two in MVP. Drake May still hasn't impressed me like a ton. He's had one game where he's passed over 300 yards, and he's had probably the easiest schedule in football.
I know, but here's the thing. Matt Stafford's my number two, and Drake May is my MVP. I'm a classic Patriots hater, but even I've come to terms with the fact that, like, no matter what the schedule is, like, 14-3 is 14-3. Rather
Yeah,
you
I no,
however many times you want to look at it, like if 14-3 is 14-3.
I get it. 14-3 is 14-3. That's why I have him at second place. But I don't. I
But I get it.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think these quarterbacks have not, except for Stafford, have not blown me out of the water.
Drake May has blown me out of the water. He has a 72 completion percentage.
Yeah, I get it. 72 completion percentage. That's incredible. He's had one game where he's passed over 300 yards,
And yet
and
he's still averaging a solid
and
260 yards per game.
I'll say this: how many teams above a 500 record has Drake May beat?
Not a lot. Really
Exactly.
only one.
He's beat the Broncos.
And that is
Wait,
Josh
no,
Allen.
no,
So which
that's
is why
I'm
like
wrong.
you can make an argument.
Hmm? Like
And he
you,
is beaten and he got beat by Josh Allen. So which is why you can make an argument that Josh Allen could also be the MVP. Like I don't think this is just a but as crazy as it sounds, I don't think it's just a two-man race.
I think it's a four-man
I
race,
believe that
or I think it's between Stafford, May, Allen, and Miles Garrett.
honestly, you could realistically give it to any one of those guys and I wouldn't be complaining.
Oh,
But my
I thought you would be
MVP,
complaining if Miles Garrett did win it.
I mean, for to have him come in over Josh Allen is actually crazy. That's what I was really complaining about. But I mean, over Drake May this season.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I don't
I
have
mean,
him
come
over
on.
Drake May. I
I
don't
can't
have him over
sit
Drake
here.
May.
Okay, good. But I just say like I can't sit here and tell myself that I and I can't sit here and tell myself when I look at Matt Stafford throwing to Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, and then I look at Drake May and I see him throw to Kayshawn Booty, Mac Hollins, Hunter Henry, and with a bad O line, and just not think to myself, Drake May is more valuable to his team than Matt Stafford is to the Rams. So it's Drake May.
I mean, you can look at more valuable all you want, but you also have to take into account stats. Matt Stafford
Honestly,
led
it's
he
really
led the
like
league in
it's the
passing
same
yards.
reason why.
He led the league in passing yards, touchdowns, and I'm pretty sure he had 8 interceptions.
Okay, Joe Burrow led the league and all that last year.
Joe Burrow didn't make the playoffs.
Exactly. That's how you got to take into account. Like, it's not only about the stats. Like, and like that. It's the same reason why Lamar didn't win it last year. It's not only about the stats. It's about how valuable you are to your team. And I believe that Drake May, with the mediocre weapons around him, is more valuable to his team than Matt Stafford is to the Rams.
I see where you're coming from about being more valuable. So if you're talking about most valuable, then CMC should be on here because CMC is the most valuable player to any NFL team.
But here's the thing, a quarterback is always going to be more valuable than a running back, which is why there's no argument for CMC. At least last year, Saquon was about to break the rushing record. He had 2,000 yards.
Wait, so quarterbacks are the most valuable to a team, right? Because I'm gonna be honest,
Yes,
because
they're always going to be more
you
valuable to their running.
you could take any starting quarterback and put it in with their backup, and the team will always be worse. You can't take
But
and
here's the thing.
this is just my opinion. You can't take into a quarterback's perspective more valuable to a team because the quarterback will always be the most valuable.
You,
You take
I
Jalen Hurts
know,
off this Eagles
and which
team,
is why
they're
I'm
gonna be
saying
worse. You take any
exactly.
starting quarterback and put in their backup, unless you're the 2017, 2018 Eagles in the playoffs, you're gonna get worse.
I know that, but it's how much worse. The Patriots would be back to a 4-13 record if it wasn't for Drake May. Because look at these weapons compared to Matt Stafford. I know it's not only about that, but Drake May, I just feel like, is. You know how much like Drake May would kill to have receivers like Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams?
And I'm gonna be honest, this is the same argument that I had last year with Lamar and Josh Allen. Drake May is doing less with less. Like last year,
But
Lamar
is he
Jackson
really
was
doing
was
that much?
was was had better stats with better assets around him.
It shouldn't only be about stats, though. Like, that shouldn't be the main criteria when you're talking about, like, most valuable player.
I mean,
Drake
I
May is just more valuable to his team than Drake than Matt Stafford is for the Rams. That's just how I feel.
I mean, again, like I 100% see where you're coming from, but I don't think you can take into account a quarterback being more valuable to a team because they will always be the most valuable to a team.
I understand that, which is why you got to compare apples to apples, not
Hmm.
apples to grapes. Cause like I'm gonna steal a quote from, like another YouTuber like Andrew Fenichel. Like what he said about running backs, I couldn't agree with it more myself. Running backs production, like any other running back that has ever stepped on a football field, their production really comes down to the big man in front of them. So if we're really basing it off of that, then just say the O line is more valuable than a running back. Like, obviously not, right?
I mean, yeah, I see where you're coming from, but still, Drake May is having worse stats and doing less than Stafford is with better assets.
I know, but Drake May wouldn't without Drake May, the Patriots wouldn't even be doing anything that they're doing right now. It's just that, like, the way I base it off, if you take them off their team, which team would hurt more? The Patriots would be hurting 1,000 times more than the Rams would be if
Yeah,
you took Stafford off the Rams.
I agree with you because the Patriots are a worse team, but they're also in an easier division and had an easier schedule. That's what it all comes down to with me. Is that 14-3 record is hollow. They beat who did they who they had to play the Jets twice. They had to play the Bill they had to play the
I'll
Dolphins twice. The Jets defense didn't have the interception all season. That is the most
no, but
impressive
like
bad
if you want to
stat I've
say,
ever heard.
but if you want to say like, okay, they played the Jets, well then, let me pull up. I mean, his numbers versus the Jets. I mean, Drake May put up 19 for 21, 90 completion percentage, 256 yards, had a perfect passer rating, 5 touchdowns. Like, if the Jets, like, if it's just the Jets, then why aren't other quarterbacks putting up those numbers against them?
I mean, I can understand that argument, but pull up the Patriots schedule.
So they have faced the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Jets, excuse me, the Ravens, below 500 team, the Bills, that was the team, and they
Mhm.
lost. The Giants, Bengals, Jets again, Buccaneers, Falcons, Browns, which they have a good defense, and they put up 32 points. He got sacked by Myles Garrett 5 times that game, and he still managed to put up 32 points. The Titans, the Bills again, Panthers, Steelers, Dolphins, Raiders. That's it.
All right, so who are what how many of those teams are above 500? Because
Right
they
now,
split it.
only one of them. Well, the Steelers, they played the Steelers and the Bills.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yes, they're 14-3, but look who they had to beat.
I understand, but that's not like one of my criterias. That's not what I.
Yeah,
They can't
me,
control. The
I know
quarterback
me.
can't control what their schedule is.
Yeah, I know. Me and you have like like polar opposite views on football.
True. Because let's not act like that Matt Stafford hasn't had some cakewalks too. He's had Cardinals, Falcons, which he lost, Cardinals, Panthers, Buccaneers, Saints, Ravens, Colts, Titans.
Eagles,
I mean, let's not act like
and he had to face, but
Eagles
I mean,
too.
he had to. He was also in a way tougher division, and had to face the Seahawks twice and the Niners twice. Both of
I
those
get that.
teams are both
But
of those teams are better than the Bills.
you could argue that. Like, you could argue that the Rams are a better team than the Bills. I mean, they
They
have the
are.
same record.
They are. They are. Without a doubt in my mind.
I just think the Bills are better than the Rams.
No, other way around. Rams are better than the Bills.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I mean, just I don't know. So to sum it all up, my third's Josh Allen, second Stafford, and my MVP is Drake. Mr. Drake, 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 May, Drake, 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 May, Drake, May, Drake, Drake, May, Drake, May.
So yeah, to sum it up, my third's Miles Garrett, my second's Drake May, and my winner's Matt Stafford.
No, it's Matthew Stafford, Stafford.
I'm not saying that. I you can only
Well,
do that for
ladies and
Drake May. But I think that just
Drake
about
May,
wraps us up.
Drake May. All right. One more time. Drake May.
Well, that just about wraps us up here. Thanks for sticking by, watching. Make
Yeah,
sure
we're
to
gonna get out of here.
subscribe, like, do whatever you need to do. Make sure to check out Jackson's channel, Pulse Metrics. He's about to hit 1,000 subscribers. So
Yes. So please
go
subscribe.
subscribe to that too.
Link, everything will be in the description. So yeah, we're gonna sign off. I'm Pulse Metrics,
I'm Nico Mateo.
and we are signing off. See y'all later. Drake May.